Hello, lovely community. I've got a special sketchbook share for you this new moon. I'm going to take you through the entire process from sketchbook play of an idea and the inspiration behind the idea through to transferring that image to lino, so drawing it digitally first after sketchbooking, and then transferring it to lino, carving the image, and then printing it as the very first print on my new printing press. So I'm excited to share all that with you guys today. So stick around and kick back and grab a cuppa, and I hope you enjoy. I love the idea of our bodies exploding into bloom, of flowers, medicinal plants growing out of us. I love painting these ideas because it's the ultimate interconnection, this other world of the sky. I just started by doing a watercolor block shape, because I want to bring some detail in now with pens and inks and things. I've been loving this idea of birds in flight with their tails exploding into blooms, to flowers. And it's like, I feel like the earth and the sky, but then there's beauty in birds, and then there's beauty in flowers and plants, and there is a real connection between the two. Like there's a real connection between us all and them all. And I love this idea of flight and in the air. And if you look at it in a linear way, the birds are disconnected from the earth when they're in the air. But if you look at it in a holistic, interconnected way, the birds are flying through the air, the atmosphere, being just as much a part of the earth as the soil that we're walking on. And I love the idea of air plants, and my grandfather had a whole collection of air plants that were growing on large snail shells and different, even seashells. And I loved them because they were just growing with no soil. And so the bird flying in bloom, it's exploring all of those connections. I haven't used this tiny chisel before. This is the first print I've ever made with it. It's tiny, and it's taking me into a whole new place with carving and detail. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I can't wait to print it, which is pretty soon. I'm nearly finished. I need to take some more bulk off the sides and the tops, and just finish a couple of tiny little details in the flowers. And then it's ready to print. Just 2 more flowers to go. Oh, I'm hunched over like Augur. I finished it. The This will be the first print that I make on Stella, my new press. I have to set her up, so I'll take you guys through with me on the journey of that. So here she is. She's a beauty. And some of you might find this interesting, some of you might not. Let me move my camera angle. This is the first time I've ever used a printing press. I actually majored in printmaking at uni, but I didn't make a single traditional print. I made all of my prints through performance, so collaborating with dancers, lighting artists, musicians, and we made large-scale prints through movement using clay on large boards, spontaneous movement. So the dancers fed off the musicians off the dancers, the lighting artists off everything, and we built these kind of energetic spaces that resulted in these big organic prints that almost looked like fungus growth. So that's what I did at uni with printmaking. So now I've come full circle back to wanting to make traditional prints. So this will be Stella's first run. Let's go. So first things first, I need to cut some runners out of lino, which are going to be the same thickness as my block. So when I put the block in with the runners on the side, the wheel will pull the bed through the rollers evenly. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I don't really know how to express the feeling, but it's worked so beautiful. My first print on my new press. It's quite the feeling. This is a whole new world of printmaking opening up for me. I am beyond excited. I feel like the print needs a bit more space around it. These beautiful A4 sheets that were made by Lauren Ink in the UK. She sent them over. They're all plant dyed, handmade, but I think I'm going to save them for a smaller print and cut out some bigger pieces for this one. Use some of this beautiful 210 GSM lock to paper, which is quite textured. It's quite a textured paper, which will be interesting to see how we go with the press. With this amount of texture, we might get a bit of embossing, which would be nice. Well, that was very fun. I feel like introducing Stella, my beautiful new printmaking press, or secondhand printmaking press, into my practice is just going to change things so much and open this whole new world of possibility up with my practice. It's just gonna, I can feel already, like, from that very labor intensive method that I've been using for the last many years since I began relief printmaking. And my work's been getting bigger and bigger slowly, and I just want to work big, and it is so difficult to print a really good quality print at that size using only a glass baron, which is a little glass piece like this that you rub every single bit of the print with even pressure and everywhere. The Stella makes me want to just make copious amounts of prints. I'm not going to be able to carve fast enough. So thanks for coming on the journey from sketchbook, from idea, concept, sketchbook, through to my first ever print made on Stella, my printing press, and what a success. I decided I'm not really happy with the yellow ochre ink on any of those papers, so I'm going to experiment with some different ink colors before I get the final color for the edition that I'll do to share on my new website that is almost finished. Big love to you all. Happy new moon. I hope that this cycle has brought you inspiration and connection, and I hope that you've made some time to play and get your hands in the soil, get your hands into whatever it is that makes you feel good and makes you feel connected. I hope you've all had a beautiful winter solstice. Feel really good, like I feel light. Big love.